If Russ could get going as well with his legs, that would certainly be a plus in Hackett's mind.
Murray carries. Thank you, Jen. That's only his 10th carry.
They wanted to just chew up some clock, so they certainly have done their job offensively.
Time, man. The pass complete. Portland. Sutton falls.
Has talked about repeatedly.
So they spotted it back. It's actually 2 yards. It's only a 4-man rush, and that pass is batted away. We had a deflection earlier.
An open window to hit Henry.
Waitman his 5th punt of the game. Blackshear brought down right away. Second half scoring. He is back in there on first down after a 48-yard punt. And Foreman works his way up to the 34. Let's check back in with Jen. Touchdown, Darnold. Chenault from Darnold, and nice gain up across the 45-yard line, going out of bounds. We'll check that spot. Foreman straight ahead. Tough yards behind that offensive line. They see the shadows, the sun peeking through. He gets the carry, turns the corner, and Hubbard pushes his way down to the 36-yard line of Denver. Back to Foreman. Deshaun Williams. Chenault in motion. Fake to Hubbard. Darnold fires middle of the field, and the catch made. DJ Moore. Hubbard tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, falling forward. Kareem Jackson from his safety spot. Foreman. He's got room. Deontay Foreman. Down around a first. The give is to Deontay Foreman, and he falls after dancing a little bit, gets a little bit closer. It'll be second. Hubbard, that's Sam Darnold keeping to the goal line. And it looked like the ball might have come out. He got it back. Watching to see if he maintained possession.
Yeah, run a little zone read right there. And Josie Jewell, you're right, he comes in and swipes that ball away from Sam Darnold.
Jewell second on the Broncos in tackles. Yeah, he may have tried to create something there. Let's see if they're going to call this. Yep, you're allowed to advance your own fumble. They're going to take a touches look.
Yeah, because he
had 11 starts for Carolina, 5 rushing touchdowns. Then he gets one here. 49ers briefly, but hadn't carried the ball yet for Denver. The pitch, and Mack starts out with a good run up to the 34-yard line. Hesitation, runs into his own man, and down at the 35, it'll bring up third down. Marlon Mack, his story, passing yards so far for Russell Wilson. Back to Murray, who falls for the first down. A lot of short pass.
Left tackle. They've been doing a nice job moving Brian Burns around, and that time Burns was lined up over him.
Murray brought down, staying in bounds around the 45-yard line. Some extra shoving going on over on the for the Broncos. Burns closing in on him. He dumps it off at the 30. Marlon Mack. It'll be fourth down.
And you know, you talked about those balls getting knocked down. That's a signal. You have got to change the launch point. And again with Russell Wilson, how many times have we talked about how his legs can be dangerous? It's not just running, it's resetting the pocket. It's getting a different launch point to get the balls out. Create different opportunities on the edge of the offense.
Raheem Blackshear from the 10-yard line. He did not call for the fair catch. Picks up 5 before 3. And his unit trying to stop the run now as Foreman carries for a strong gain of 7 to start.
We've talked about this Carolina Panther offensive line, just kind of how they wear you down. Sometimes they have Cade Mays, Cam Irving in there as extra offensive linemen, and they have just been pounding, and it's just got to be so frustrating Denver Bronco defense and demoralizing. At some point, you just get pounded run after run after run, and then you get back on the field so quickly because your offense can't do anything. These guys are just worn out.
Over 130 rush yards at time of possession. The defense can only do so much. This Carolina offense has just done nothing once again. And looks like slow to get up is Foreman, and that's Irving also, Cameron Irving, who's limping. Reserve lineman. There's Foreman, who left earlier. You heard Jen talk about the ankle, missed some time, but has come back in the game to carry 15 times for 84 yards. Steve Wilkes, who was the head coach of the Cardinals back in 2018 following Bruce Arians, was hired off the Panthers staff of Ron Rivera. After Arizona, he was in Cleveland and with Missouri, defensive coordinator, returning to Charlotte as defensive passing game coordinator and secondary coach, stepping in when Matt Rule was fired after week 5. Helmet contact, but that's Foreman getting twisted in there at the 21-yard line on 3rd down 3.